Hello everyone. This week we're going to talk about how to put together the quality management plan for your project. So what is quality? The International Organization for Standardization, ISO, defines quality as the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill requirements. Other experts define quality based on conformance to requirements and fitness for use. Conformance to requirements means that the project's processes and products meet written specifications. Fitness for use means that a product can be used as it was intended. The customer ultimately decides that the quality level is acceptable. Project quality management ensures that the project will satisfy the stated or implied needs for which it was undertaken. Key outputs as a part of project quality management include a quality management plan, project dashboard, quality metrics descriptions, and quality checklists. Project quality management ensures that the project will satisfy the stated or implied needs for which it was undertaken. There's a number of tasks that's going to be involved as we do this. So the key outputs produced as a part of a project quality management plan include the plan itself, the quality management plan, a project dashboard, quality metrics descriptions, and quality checklists. For your project, we will only be concerned with the quality management plan. To keep us on target, we need to identify quality standards and adhere to them. Quality planning includes identifying which quality standards are relevant to the project and how best to satisfy those standards. It also involves designing quality into the products of the project as well as the processes involved in managing the project. Like other plans, the size and complexity of quality management plans varies to meet the project needs. I'm going to use the elements of the quality management plan.doc that you can download from the author's website. We will look at the content from the author's example with the next few slides. So this is the sample quality management plan, which is figure 5.2. The author's project is that just-in-time training project, so you would put the name there. It lists the introduction. In the introduction, it tells a little bit about the project. You will have this in other documents, and you can just put it in here as your introduction as you describe your project. So you're going to have some quality standards. In this case, they're going to have 3 of them. The first one is a survey standards. It said there is an attachment for theirs, so their corporate standard for developing and administering surveys is written out. But they also list some specifics, or the most important ones. In this case, quantitative and qualitative information will be collected. It does mention that the quantitative data will use a 5-point Likert scale as much as possible. And it also mentions that a corporate expert on surveys will review the survey before it is administered. So one of your metrics, one of the things that you're going to measure that's important to your project, need to be listed here. Another metric that they're going to use is supplier selection standards. There again, they have a corporate standard regarding supplier selection, but they do mention that past performance and developing partnerships will be key issues for the project. And then the third standard that a quality standard that they're going to have are their training standards themselves. There again, the corporate standards, they do have this regarding training, but they do list some specifics also. The training provided as a part of this project being available for several formats. So it lists some specific standards there also. So not only quality standards are listed in your plan, you will have the actual metrics themselves. The metrics measure quality performance. Several metrics apply to this particular project, and more may be developed as the project progresses. The project team will use a few key metrics. The first one is this survey response rate. For the survey to be successful, a response rate of at least 30% must be achieved. And the next one is course evaluations. All course participants must complete a course evaluation in order for their training to be tracked in our corporate professional development system. It does mention that the average rating should be at least 3.0 or better on a 5-point scale. So it does list the actual metric and then the standard with which it should adhere to. In your quality management plan, you should also list any problem reporting and corrective action processes. Project plans will include clear roles and responsibilities for all stakeholders. The person responsible for an individual task should report problems to appropriate managers and work with them to determine and implement corrective actions. Major problems should be brought to the attention of the project manager, who should elevate problems that might affect project success, including meeting scope, time, cost, and quality goals, to the steering committee and then the project sponsor. It is crucial to address problems as early as possible and develop several alternative solutions. So you'll need to develop a problem reporting and corrective action process as it pertains to quality. You'll need to define how you're going to handle supplier quality and control. The project manager will closely monitor work performed by suppliers with assistance from our supplier management department. All contracts must clearly state quality standards metric. Let's talk a little bit about quality metrics themselves now. A metric is a standard of measurement. Just as with these meters, you would use different measurement tools depending upon what performance you're going to measure. Metrics allow organizations to measure their performance in certain areas and to compare them over time or with other organizations. Examples of common metrics used by organizations include failure rates of products produced, availability of goods and services, and customer satisfaction ratings. So you'll need to have some metrics that you'll define as a part of your project. Here's some samples of quality metrics. The first one is time. Time is always important on our project. In this case, the metric is completing the project within 1 year. Customer satisfaction, achieving an average course evaluation of 3.0 on a 5-point scale, as was mentioned earlier. And then cost reduction would be another example. Recouping the cost of the project and reduced training costs within 2 years after project completion. So that's some examples of quality metrics. Obviously, you'll have to define your particular ones for your projects. So let's review. Project quality management ensures that the project will satisfy the stated or implied needs for which it was undertaken. Quality planning includes identifying which standards are relevant to the project and how best to satisfy those standards. A quality management plan is essential in that it states what are important measurements and how they will be measured. And then finally, metrics allow organizations to measure their performance in certain areas and to compare them over time with other organizations. So that covers the quality management plan, and I'll talk to you more next week.